Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Weather Watcher Jonathan Rocco here with a look at your Tuesday afternoon weather update. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. Not much going on right now. 46 degrees here in New Brunswick with a little bit of a breeze, but it's not too bad outside. And clouds are starting to increase ahead of tomorrow's sloppy storm system. But luckily, looking ahead to the weekend, it does look to be dry out. So right now across the state, we have 46 in Wildwood and Millville. 48 in Mount Holly, 47 over in Toms River. Sussex, a little bit colder there at 40 degrees at the current moment. Taking a look at our watches and warnings. Number one, we do have a wind advisory in effect here right along the immediate shoreline. Coastal Monmouth, coastal ocean, coastal Atlantic, and coastal sections of Cape May County. That is for Wednesday afternoon going through Wednesday night. That is going to be the strongest wind gusts. We'll talk about that in just a minute. We also have the winter weather advisory in effect for Sussex, Warren, Morris, and Western Passaic County. That is also for much of the day on Wednesday, where the best chance for accumulating snow will be. I'll get more on that to you in just a moment as well. And we have a coastal flood advisory that just got issued for Middlesex and Monmouth counties. That will again be for Wednesday evening. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. Nothing going on at the current moment on our radar, just some clouds starting to roll into the area. But as we look down to the southern U.S., that sloppy system there in Texas causing some severe weather right now. In fact, just before recording this at around 3:30 this afternoon, a tornado warning was just issued east of Houston for a confirmed large and destructive tornado on the ground. So praying for everyone's safety down in Texas. We have some snow falling over in Oklahoma, and all of this will be moving to the north and the east toward our region of the U.S. However, the center of the storm will follow this blue line and stay to our west. So eventually, the warm air will win out, and any snow will transition over to rain. Early tomorrow morning, nothing's going to be falling. It's just cloudy, temperatures starting out in the 30s. And by about 12:30, we start to see some rain get into the southern portions of the state. And further north here, Hackettstown, Sussex, maybe Newark starting off with a little bit of snow, but you'll quickly go over to rain. I don't expect any accumulations in the Newark area or the New Brunswick area for that matter. It's further north and west where we start to see that snow piling up. Hackettstown around 33 degrees for 2 o'clock, so temperatures are going to be very marginal, but still, it's going to be snowing out. It's going to be a very heavy, wet kind of snow because of the marginal temperatures. But in terms of the amounts, it's not going to be all too heavy. By 4 o'clock, that rain starts advancing further to the north, and everybody by about 6:30, we're looking at a moderate to heavy rainfall moving through the state, and that continues into Wednesday night. But look at this, by 1:30 Thursday morning, most of that rain starts to move off to the east, and there's that warmer air, 50s, down toward Toms River, Atlantic City, and Wildwood, but still around 33 degrees up into Sussex County. But things will start to clear out Thursday morning before some more clouds start to move in by the latter part of the morning and Thursday afternoon. So tomorrow's really the worst of it. By the time we wake up Thursday morning, all of it will be gone. Looking at that snowfall potential by about 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, Sussex perhaps just over an inch, Randolph maybe about 2.5 inches, but here in New Brunswick, we're not looking at anything. This is a mostly rain event for us, and Randolph may be finishing off by 5 o'clock Wednesday, a little over 3 inches before going over to that rain. So it's going to be a very wet, kind of cement-like snowfall accumulation. So just be careful when you're shoveling it, but it's not going to be a lot of snow accumulating. Generally, according to an inch northwest of the Turnpike and even west of 287, Hunterdon County, northwestern Somerset County, up into portions of Bergen County. It's when you get into the higher elevations of Sussex County, Warren, northwestern Morris County, western Passaic County. That's when you start to get into that 1 to 3 inch snowfall range. So again, not a big snowstorm, but probably the most we've seen so far this season for some areas. Going into our wind gusts here, it's going to be a breezy day out there tomorrow afternoon, gusting to about 20 miles per hour. It's tomorrow night when we start to see those winds really pick up as the storm passes off to our north and west, 45, maybe 50 miles per hour down in the southeastern portion of the state. And that is why the wind advisory was issued. Going into Thursday, again, it's still going to be a breezy day out there, so make sure you hold on to your hat if you're wearing it. And going into Thursday afternoon as well. So for tonight, 29 and partly cloudy. And taking a look at that 7-day forecast, there is that sloppy mix for Wednesday. Mostly cloudy for Thursday still. We see the sun return for Friday, but it's going to be cold, 39 degrees. Back to the upper 40s for the weekend. Maybe some showers Sunday night into very early Monday, and then back down to about 40 degrees for Tuesday. We'll keep you updated right here on the Weather Watcher channel on all the latest for Wednesday's storm system and every day thereafter. So make sure you stick around. Have a great afternoon.